beautiful people. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are new, hello. My name is Alisha Nicole Jackson, and I like to work out, okay? I like to do everything health and fitness related, or just health and wellness related. That's why you'll see hair growth content, skin content, baby, everything. But my passion is fitness, and I plan on making this a career at some point. So that's why these videos come so consistently, honey, because I'm always in the gym, okay? 3 days a week. 2 days are for lower body, which is today, and then I add cardio at the end of every single workout because guys, I want to be thick in the right places, not thick all over. And it's okay to be thick wherever you are, as long as you are happy with it, honey. But I was bulking, which was basically eating in a caloric surplus and lifting heavy, and I was getting thick in the wrong places, okay? So I had to catch a grip. I had to bring it back, honey. I had to add cardio, 15 minutes. You'll see at the end of the video. I'm not going to do the whole 15 now, but 15 minutes on the treadmill on the highest incline so I don't lose my gains. Right, I walk for a minute, but it's more like a speed walk, and I jog. And honey, I did that and cut some calories, and the weight in the wrong places went right off. So that's my suggestion: do some cardio. Do it at least 3 to 4 times a week for 15 minutes minimum. You feel me? If I was really trying to lose weight, like before the summer, I would be doing cardio for 20 to 30 minutes. But also implement strength training, people, because once you lose that weight, you don't want it to be flabby. You want to be toned, okay? But back to my video. Throughout the video, I'll talk and I'll just drop a couple gems that I know. I'm not a certified personal trainer yet, keyword yet. However, I have been working out for 5 years, and I have a gain guide available for purchase in my bio that I wish I would have knew when I started my journey. Okay, guys, I stretch before and after every workout, okay? 7 minutes minimum. 20 seconds on each stretch. You need stretching like a fish needs water because you have to move your body around. You want to be strong, especially in older age. That's why strength training is another great thing. It's never too late to start. I don't care how old you are. Get up, honey, and pick up a weight because you want strong legs, strong arms. You want to be able to pick yourself up, when you get older. Go to the bathroom. Do these simple everyday things that people kind of take for granted. So strength training, and plus, you guys, this is so good for your mental health. I came in here pissed off, honey, pissed off, okay? But when I left, the piss was off, okay? It was off of me. I felt better. I'll say that. It's just so good. Like this, the gym plus church is really like you're cleansing yourself from head to toe. So it's nothing better than this, man. Get in the gym. It's not too late. 2025. What we doing, guys? Still get on your goals. I still have to make a vision board myself. Maybe I'll do a video about that as well. But yeah, guys, I'm just about to get in the workout. I guess I was just thinking right there what I'm gonna do. Okay, guys, so I like to do a variation of a squat or a lunge every single workout because they work. And if it's not broken, why fix it? Okay, so I'm doing side step squats, right? At first you'll see me squatting back in with each leg, but then I remember my trainer didn't tell me to do that, so I'm not gonna make it more difficult. So if you see me gradually like my stance getting higher when I bring the foot in, that's because I realized he just told me side step squats. Right, he didn't tell me something we do called superwomans, which is when I when I do a side lunge or a side step squat, whichever you want to call it, and I come back in the squat position. I didn't have to do all that. So as you see, or you'll eventually see, I'll get higher in my stance, baby, because why make it more difficult? For these, I did 3 sets of 10 for each and every workout, and I tried to do failure on the last set because training to failure does make a huge difference. A lot of gym girlies I follow who have crazy gains, who have said, yeah, like I've got, crazy results trained to failure. You see how I'm higher in the stance? I said, why make it more difficult, okay? But these are easy. You just want a side lunge to the side, basically, with each leg, and that would be considered one. However, for the last set, right, it's 3 sets of 10. I think for some I did 3 sets of 12, whatever you're most comfortable with. But I would challenge you to do the last set until failure, which basically means you do as many as possible until your body is like, honey. And of course, use your discernment, right? If you're about to fall out, please do not do that many, okay? Do as many as is comfortable with you. I'm going to continue to train to failure because I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm not bulking no more, honey. I don't need no more weight on my body. It's perfect. And I feel like this year has been an interesting year because I've literally hit so many goals and did so many things. I'm at a point like, what do I do next? And I think the next thing is just to love what I have, you know? And I feel like I'm in a season of like just having gratitude and staying present and you know, knowing that this is enough. Like, do I really need to set another goal? I feel like on the path of life sometimes, like, we could just be so focused. And I'm just speaking to myself. You're probably like, that's not me. Okay, good for you. But we could just be so focused on hitting another goal, we lose sight of all the stuff we already done. Like, this is enough, you know? So I feel like I'm in a place with my body where like I just have to learn, and I love myself down, honey, but learn to just love this present version. Even if I, you know, if I never bulk again, this is enough, right? Love every version of myself. And I feel like I'm there. And now I'm more so working out just to maintain what I already have and to keep everything tight and right, honey. So that is what I'm doing today. But for the first workout, guys, 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12. We just side step squatting to the side, right? One step out on your left, one step out on your right. That's one set. And if you feeling froggy, leap and do the last set until failure. But if you're not, honey, I'm not forcing you because this is good for beginners. I've just been working out for a while now. And yeah, guys, take it slow and steady. Sometimes you'll find throughout the video I'm just rushing, but that's not good. You know, you want to make sure your form is good so you get the most effective results. Baby. Okay. That's what I like to see. You'll see throughout the video, I'm just checking myself out. I'll tell you this. When you are a person that is in the gym a lot, you are, you know, you are, I guess, how do I say this? Because I hate when some people talk. It's like, girl, you just want to toot your own horn. You're right, toot toot. But I mean, like, sometimes when you are on a journey by yourself and nobody around you is really doing it, sometimes it can be hard for you to see your progress or for people around you to even give you your props. So for me, sometimes it is hard to see my own progress. So I'm checking myself out a lot to see, dang, is it still there? Dang, you look good, you know, just to compliment myself. These past 2 years, I've made a lot of progress and I've had to validate my own experience, and that has made me very strong and made me been able to post on something like YouTube, okay? Because it takes a lot to get up and show up in front of thousands of people you don't know, and I do attract positivity, but sometimes it doesn't come with that. So guys, just know that, you know, compliment yourself. Know you look good, okay? And don't lock your leg, don't lock your knees on the leg press, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. If you ever see me locking anything, it's because I need to lock myself down and focus. I sometimes I tend to rush, but I'm a human and I call myself out because, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. At least I like to take accountability. Okay. And I enjoy making these videos. This is something that I could always be consistent with and show up for because, like I said, I'm going to work out every single week. Hair content is coming back, you guys, very, very soon, I promise. I just don't like making hair content, and my hair is not where I want it to be. But as you can see, that's my hair right there. It's very thick, it's very long, so it's getting back to a length that I like. So that will be coming soon as well. I have so much stuff I gotta do, guys. I just been busy with work. But I'm the most consistent with these videos because I'm literally working out all the time, so it's nothing to pick up my tripod and post for you guys. Versus like hair content, I feel like I have to really, really think it out. Like, I don't just want to get on there and yap. If I'm not doing the things that I'm preaching, I'm not gonna talk. Like, I have been taking Geritol for a couple of I think maybe 2 months, so now I can come and give you guys a review that will actually help you. But you know, I just want to be authentic, so if I'm not doing it myself, I'm not gonna make a video about it. But more hair content coming soon for sure. And guys, with the leg press, I did the same thing. 3 sets of 10. It's so funny. Then I checked my phone and said 3 sets of 12. Oops, I did 3 sets of 10. My trainer's probably watching this like, ooh, that's not what I said. Anyways, I did 3 sets of 10. I did them high and low, because where you place your feet on the leg press, it targets different areas. So I did mine high and low today specifically. However, the last set, I believe I didn't do them high and low. I just did a middle placement, a middle foot placement. So I did that because one, the last set was the heaviest I lifted. It was 250 minus the sled. So honey, I was lifting huge, and I wanted to make sure I was doing it slow and steady. I noticed that, like, okay, you need to go slower. You're locking your knees, you know. So for the last set, I wanted to make sure the form was A1, because lifting that heavy, regardless of how much you lift, your form has to be good. But lifting that heavy specifically, you have to have a better form, okay? It has to be precise, because you don't want to hurt yourself, okay? So for the last set, I did slow it down, and I didn't do high and low. I did, just regular leg press, feet in the middle placement. But honey, as you can see here, I needed a break. I don't know about y'all, but I take breaks in the gym. I take breaks. I take breathers. If you see that big cup, that's Stanley. Which is so funny, because I was originally like a Stanley hater so bad. I'm like, I don't need a $40 cup, okay? Like, it's $40, right? I could go to the dollar store and get the same cup. It's still gonna hold water, which is mostly what I drink, and I would recommend to you guys. And then I got that cup as a gift, honey. It ain't lost sight since. I said, wow, thank you. The best $40 spent that I didn't have to spend. So, shout out to Stanley, because I guess I kind of get the hype, but, and remember, guys, don't lock those knees. I believe my favorite part of working out overall is, one, looking at my progress clearly, but also, like, the mental health benefits. Like I said, I came to the gym, I wasn't in the best mood. And I think lately too, it hasn't been my mood. It's been more so the people around me. When you are around like a lot of negativity or a lot of negative energy, man, especially consistently on the everyday basis, it can be hard to shake that off, you know? Going from one negative environment to another, man, sometimes it's hard. So for me, I like to go to the gym, or I just like to go to church. That's a positive place for me, especially praise and worship. It cheers me up. I'm supposed to be at church today, guys. I go to a service. I won't say which service specifically, but I woke up this morning and I literally woke up like 10 minutes before the service started. I said, dang. So I'm gonna go online, but I like to be in positive environments, because I can't control if people are positive around me. I can only control being the best version of myself. And even to the most happy person, being in miserable, draining environments is going to take your energy down a notch. So I love the gym because it brings me up, and it pushes the darkness off me. By the way, as you see, I'm pushing these, this was my last set. I did 250 minus the sled, guys. You don't have to do high and low for your last set. If it's your heaviest, you could just place your feet straight in the middle like you would normally leg press. And I did it until failure or burnout, but use your discernment. Okie dokie, guys. This next one y'all haven't seen in a minute. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was surprised my trainer told me to do this. I was doing the Smith machine and the leg press on the same day back in the day, like consistently. He didn't even know I was doing it, so it's not his fault. And I just felt like it was just too much, especially for my back and my lower body. So, held through on the Smith machine from time to time, and I'll see why. I was kind of doing it my way, and a hard head makes a soft behind. So, I had to learn, honey. But, nonetheless, okay, we added the Smith machine back in today, and I was feeling really, really, really good. This is my favorite gym. I say it all the time. It's so quiet, so peaceful. And nobody really bothers me, which is my favorite part of that. I have a membership to LA Fitness as well, and I think I'm gonna cancel it. I originally got the membership because I'm like, I want to go to the sauna, and I've only been to the sauna like 3 or 4 times. I like quiet, peaceful spaces, so this specific space works for me. And I was just like, I just be happy to come here. I know everybody that works here. I have a homie that works here. And it feels good to walk in a place and actually like to see the people around you. Like I mentioned earlier about negative and draining environments. That's not healthy to be in environments like that all the time. And some of us can't control it because it might be a work environment that we're waiting to get out of. It might be a home environment we're waiting to get out of. But my suggestion would be is just to find um a happy like place to go, a happy release, right? Have a happy coping mechanism, right? Because a lot of people turn to food to cope. A lot of people turn to smoking cigarettes. A lot of people turn to alcohol. A lot of people just turn to just bad things, sex, and it's not bad necessarily, but if you are using it just to cope, or every time something bad happens you have to do those things, you're using them for the wrong reason. The intention is not good. So, just have something healthy that you do. And this is my outlet, my favorite outlet. Because to be honest, since I came in the gym and I was already upset, these weights didn't feel that heavy. Putting all that energy into something, to create what I want. And I feel like I've come so far in the gym, 5 years in, and I feel like I'm finally like, okay, like, I am creating the body that I want. I'm creating the vision that I want. Good things take time. So I'm just learning to be patient with myself on this journey that we call life. Because if you have a vision and God has a vision for you, it will be fulfilled, okay? No matter how long it takes. You just have to keep trusting and have faith. So, guys, that's my little sermon this Sunday. Amen. Oh man, I needed church today so bad, y'all. It's just such a just good place. Oh man, I gotta get to church next week. I just woke up too late this week. I was hanging with family last night, and my dad made food. He made tacos, and I helped him clean up. We played something called Hood Charades, which was so fun. But really hood. It was all in the name. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is quite a game here. It's a little, it's hood, like it said, but it was fun. So I was up a bit late and I woke up a bit late for church, but honey, I will be there because it makes a difference in my week. It gives me hope. It gives me joy. Especially once if you're a hopeful, joyful person, you need to be around people like that. You can't be around all that negativity, honey. Okay, y'all. I am about to get into the next workout. For these ones, it was 3 sets of 10 as well. I didn't go as heavy on the leg press. I hit 250 without the sled. Here, I was like at 100 without the bar. You guys, I gotta work my weight back up, but I'm not too focused on that. I'm just focused on, toning and maintaining my body. Okay, guys, what are these? You should know what these are. If you don't, it's okay. I'll tell you. These are leg extensions. The reason I say you should know is because typically I do these every video, but if you don't, it's no worries, guys. Don't feel bad. So these are and then you're like, how are you gonna tell me not to feel bad if you told me I should know? These are leg extensions. Okay, I do single leg extensions, and then I do them together. I like single leg exercises. I feel like they're good for isolating the muscles in each leg individually. So how I do these is I do single leg and then I do them both together, okay? So, I think, what was the reps for these? The single leg, so I did 7 on the right, 7 on the left, and then 10 together. I pretty much kept the single leg the same weight because, guys, I didn't really want to hurt myself. Um, the leg extension can quite be a lot, okay? It can be a lot. So I just want to make sure I was careful. When you are doing single leg exercises, yes, you should challenge yourself, but it may be a lot harder because one leg is working and doing most of the action. So you don't want to hurt yourself. You want to make sure you are comfortable. So for these, I didn't necessarily turn up the heat too much, honey. As you can see by my facial expressions, I definitely felt something, okay? But it wasn't too bad. So what I did is I pretty much kept the single leg weight the same. I took it up maybe one notch, and then for both legs, I increased that weight because, as you can see, my legs are pretty strong. So for this specifically, I was like, okay, like, you could up the weight, sweetie. So that's exactly what I did. I upped the weight when I was working both legs, and that's what I did. And for these ones, like I said, the reps was different than the rest of the workout. I did 3 sets of 10 up until this point. For this one, I did 7, 7, 10. But instead of like just doing 7, 7, 10 as like just one set of that, I did 3 sets of that. So it was a little different, y'all. It was a little different, but I got through it. As you can see, it looked like I'm praying. Because I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, this is a bit much, but we pulled through. And the faces say it all, honey. The faces say it all. I really love this outfit, by the way. I really love that shirt. I think I'm going to get it in different colors. I'm going to start doing more videos, including where I get my clothes, because I feel like if you look good, you feel good, especially for the gym. When I wear cute clothes, I really do want to go even more, because it's like, oh, I got a new outfit. Let me go wear it. Plus, you want to look good in the outfit, so maybe I'll start just tagging the places that I shop. Most of my stuff is from Amazon or this website called Peachy Bum, but I don't really shop at Peachy Bum too much. I just get most of my stuff from Amazon. My leggings, my shirts, my shoes are typically like Asics. I love Asics. They're actually orthopedic shoes, so they're really, really comfortable. And it feels like you're like walking on a cloud. So I love my Asics and my outfits from Amazon. I feel like they are cheaper than what you may see on like from the boutiques, this and that, but they do the same job, and I look cute in them, so I love them. I definitely am excited to wear different brands, and I feel like I eventually will wear different brands, especially in the future, especially once people start to sponsor me. And then I'll be like, okay, this is from maybe Gymshark, or this is from here, this is from there. But for now, honey, the fits are from Amazon, and I love them. And if you guys ever want me to tag specifically where they're from, I'll definitely be open to that. And guys, I'm about to get into the next workout. If you see me walking off, it's just because I went to throw something in the trash, or I'm probably cleaning off the equipment. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Okay, so these are what I like to call one leg push downs. I didn't invent these. I always say these are what I like to call. I guess they've been called of that. And you don't necessarily have to do these, but these definitely work for me, especially my lower body, honey. So I did these since I was supposed to do 3 sets of 12 for, I think that was the what was it, either the leg press. I said, okay, you know what, I'll add those extra 2 to these. So for these, I did 3 sets of 12. I love these because one, as you can see, the pad that I'm on, it gives you resistance, so it helps with that. And then 2, I feel these right away. As far as like them working for my lower body specifically, you really have to use your legs and your muscles to push this dang on mat down, because if not, it will come back up very quickly. The reason is these are for assisted pull-ups, which I do those as well on my upper body day. Which again, I have to eventually have a video for upper body. I think the thing is, I like days where it's not pressure of me recording and I have time for myself. Yes, I love to post on social media, but I also love when I just have time to just like, just be with myself and my own thoughts, and I have to, I gotta set up the tripod, I gotta take a picture, I gotta create a short, I gotta do this and do that. So my upper body days are for me. Now, eventually, when I'm in the gym and I have more time, of course, I could record more, because that's literally gonna be my life, you know. So but for now it's just lower body days. However, I do the assisted pull-ups on my upper body days. Eventually I'm gonna graduate to doing them unassisted, hopefully soon. But I do those because they help with the back, right? Your core is necessary for strength. Everything is connected. So you need your core for your back, and you need your a strong back to help with your core, and you need your lower body to be able to stand and have strong legs and not kind of just wobble around, okay? So these are definitely necessary, honey. Like I said, I did 3 sets of 12 of these. These are one of my favorites, a oldie but a goodie. And yeah, guys, make sure when you're doing these, you're at a comfortable weight. I think I did 110 for each leg, which is pretty strong. That just goes to show you how strong my individual legs are, because this has some resistance to it. Like I said, I'm like pushing it down, but I'm fighting against the resistance to get the most out of it. So yeah, guys. And do you guys have a favorite leg day workout out of everything? I know I always mention mine are like squats and lunges, because I feel like they are really, really effective. Like a lot of gym videos on the internet, for example, they do a lot of intricate workouts, and it's okay. You could jump rope, do a plank, you know, do 12 squats and then jump over the wall. But for me, the simplest workouts are the most effective. So if you guys have a specific workout that you like, you could drop it in the comments. Maybe I'll try it my next video and see how it goes. But I feel like when it comes to the gym, you should stick to a routine that works for you, and over time gradually add weight. And that's what works the best, okay? That's what works the best, in my personal opinion. Stick to something and add the weight and watch the growth. Okay, y'all, this is my water break. Woo! Baby. This was a longer one. This was a longer workout. I'm not gonna lie. This was a longer one. And when I have long workouts, to be honest, y'all, I'll be wanting to start recording about a fifth workout. I think this is a fifth one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the fifth one. I'll be wanting to start recording, but because if you have 5 good effective workouts, you're fine. As long as you are doing them effectively, and like even if you add little tricks, like for example, training to failure. I did this last set of 12 into failure, so I did more than 12. But if you have those 5 good effective workouts, you really don't need to be in the gym all day. My trainer gives me more workouts because he knows like I'm super strong. So like, yeah, I'll do 5 workouts, but I might not get tired as quick. You know what I mean? My muscles might need more of a push. So I do extra workouts. But if you guys want to stop at 5 workouts, that's fine. As long as you are doing the form properly and you are adding that weight to give yourself a challenge, then you should be a-okay. I just do extras, guys, because I've been working out for a long time. So I'll do workouts that in my mind I'll think like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be so hard, and then I do it and I'm like, oh my god, that was easy. So then I add another one just to be more effective, just to challenge my muscles even more. So that's why I do like around 7 workouts sometimes. It just depends on the day. Sometimes I show you guys, sometimes I don't. But I just want to make sure you guys have a beginner workout when you go to the gym. So even if you don't necessarily want to do this one, but the next one I show you want to do, just make sure you pick a solid 5 and do those 3 sets of 12. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can always do the last set until failure and do it like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey, hey, hey. Take as many breaks as you need to. I say this all the time. I'm not trying to be the strongest woman on the internet. May have came for the thumbnail, but I'm just trying to encourage and inspire somebody to get to the gym and drop some gems along the way. This is something that I love to do, and I encourage, if you have something that you love to do, please, if you're comfortable, of course, record it, give out the knowledge, help people. Because you never know who's watching. I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers. I speak into existence. Once I drop this video, I'm gonna hit 1K. And I've only been consistent for 6 months. I've had my channel for 2 years, but only 6 months of consistency gave me thousands of people watching me. So whatever you like to do, I encourage you guys to pick up a camera, record it, and talk, because people want to hear that. You never know. Okay, beautiful people, we are closing out this thing. Thank you, G. I know somebody like, thank you, Jesus. But shout out to the people still here who can hear me yap all day. That's the one reason I created YouTube, is because of the simple fact, guys, that I could talk about anything. Okay, any subject. I'm very multifaceted like that. So, YouTube was the perfect place for me to come, because one, I love YouTube. I love learning. I'm not sure about anybody else. And two, I love to see other people's experiences, journeys, and lives. This is one of my favorite apps because I feel like it's the most authentic and organic, excuse me. Organic. YouTube and TikTok. Those are my top ones. And I have an Instagram as well. Feel free to follow me on all my socials below. But yeah, guys, I feel like this is the most organic app, this and TikTok, because people are just more of themselves. I feel like maybe TikTok the most. I remember it was a period on YouTube where people were like just creating couples content or family content, and some of that was curated, right? Because you could obviously edit your videos, but I feel like this is more of a real place than any of those other apps, which is why I love it. Okay, guys, these are RDLs against the wall. This form looks really, really good, too. Shout out to me, honey. I finally decided to take my time. So, there we go, okay? But these are RDLs against the wall. How I do these is basically I place one of my feet, with whichever foot that's not on the ground, you place it up against the wall. You're going to bend that knee and then slightly bend the knee that's on the ground as well. And you're going to lean forward with the weight, right? You could do a dumbbell. I do a plate because it's easier for me. With the plate, it actually pulls me down, so I feel like it helps me a bit more than if I just had a dumbbell. It's more effective. So for these, I did 3 sets of 12 on each, 3 sets of 10, excuse me, on each side. But for the last one, like I said, guys, I did it until failure, okay? Which means I did as many as possible. I surpassed that 10 and did as many as my body could do. I say 3 sets of 10 as a disclaimer, because if that's how you want to do them, that's fine. Pick 5 effective workouts out of all of these, or, knock all of these out if you're up for a challenge. I like these RDLs more than when my trainer tells me to do the RDLs against the bar, the stiff leg RDLs, which I do from week to week. Just personally, I feel like these are more effective and I feel them more. The difference is, here you want to place your butt high up against the wall, and you want to do it in like a hinge motion. So when you go down, you're hinging your hips back and you're pulling up forward. You're not going all the way down because you want to keep a neutral spine, right? And then you want to kind of pop back up. As you can see, these are doing a job. Can y'all see my face, honey? As you can see, these were doing a job. Like I said, these are my favorite form of RDLs because I could feel them right away. Especially that last that I did into failure. I'm like, oh my goodness. But no pain, no gain, y'all. No pain, no gain. It's so funny. I have a homie, and every time I'm in the gym, he's like, how long have you been here? How long have you been here? I'm literally in the gym maybe like 2 hours. And it's not that this workout takes 2 hours. Obviously, as you can see, this video is not that long. But sometimes I'm in there 2 hours because, like, I got to record content. I'm recording videos. I'm recording shorts. I'm recording pictures and all these things. And that is why, guys, I like having my upper body days to myself. I feel like if you're posting content on social media, you have to have something to yourself. You give people everything and you're just like, it's, you kind of disassociate from reality because your phone isn't real, right? Social media isn't real, right? It's there, but it's technically not. So I just like to make sure that I have days where I'm like, okay, this is for social media and then this is for Alisha. Because I don't want to be in the gym 2 hours during my week and then I gotta go to work. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? When everything aligns for me more, then eventually it'll make sense for me to record during the week, like I said earlier with my upper body days. But right now, it's like I just have to have time for myself. In days where I'm like, I don't have to worry about how this looks. I don't have to worry about the video. I don't have to worry about if I'm in the frame. I have to worry about taking pictures. It could just be me and time for myself. And as much as I love posting, it is kind of like a job, you know? So it's like I just have to make sure I'm doing my other things because I do work full time on top of posting, on top of studying, you know? I have other responsibilities and things going on other than just being an influencer and just posting content and keeping you guys updated, which I love and I don't take for granted. I was literally thinking like earlier today, and just I've been thinking this whole weekend about how quickly things took off for me. I think my 6 or 7 video is almost at 20,000 views. It was about hair content, right? Which is what I'm going to continue to incorporate, and I'm excited about because I feel like it's good to just have different things. I feel like people get on social media and they feel like you got to fit into a certain niche and only do that. But I feel like sometimes that can hinder you if you have knowledge about different subjects, right, in different areas. So I'm glad that I didn't create a separate page for my hair and my fitness, right? Because it brings different types of people to my content to watch me. But like I said, I was just thinking about how quickly like it took off for me and how easy it's become for me, right? And I'm so grateful for that, and that's why I continue to show up. Right, there's weeks, I think I had a video, it was at like 90 views for the longest, or like 50, then it went to 90. I think it's finally at 200, but video weeks where videos may not do the best and they eventually like, get higher in views. So I would just really encourage you guys to like not give up on the things that you want. And if God gives you the ball, please do something with it, honey. Because once I start seeing that my content was like going off every single week, I'm like, okay, like you need to be consistent with this. And yapping is nothing for me. It's been 37 minutes. So if you're still here, you're listening to me talking, like clearly this is easy for me. But once you find something easy that can eventually make you money and that, you can help, maybe you're watching this video just to see me, right? Maybe the thumbnail brought you here. Hey, okay, but it's not all about that, right? It's not all about the physical. Maybe you stay because you're interested in what I'm saying. You like the knowledge. Maybe you stay because you like how I look. Whatever reason you stay, right? I found something that I like to do that, can encourage, inspire people and speak life into people. So that is, why I keep showing up to social media. And once God gives you that ball, it's up to you to do something with it. So I'm just grateful and thankful that you guys are here, that you guys are supporting me, that my content has reached so many people. Even my hair videos, I have people under there still asking me questions about how to grow their hair. And like I said, the content is coming back, but I do not want to ever be on here preaching something that I don't practice. So I have to get to a position where I'm comfortable, and my hair is growing very, very fast and looks healthy. So now I'm in a position where I'm like, I could post that again. I say all that to say, guys, I'm just extremely grateful, and I'm going to keep going with social media because it comes easy to me and it's allowed me to build a community. I got on here because I wanted to be heard. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the environments I was in just were not healthy, and the wrong environments will make you forget your worth. And once I got on here and, 20,000 people saw one video, I was like, maybe this is meant for me to do. Maybe I'm meant to be heard and be seen. So yeah, y'all, I'm super grateful because I literally just posted these videos because I wanted to be heard and I wanted to help people, and it's working. I wanted to find my community or my tribe, because I didn't feel like I necessarily had one or I didn't feel like I necessarily fit in or anything like that, which is, okay. because I'm grateful for that now. I always say, like, you know, if things went perfectly, I probably would have never found YouTube. Okay, guys. I yapped through that whole workout. You're probably, what the hell did you just do? You guys, I'm sorry. Let me get back focused. Those were glute bridges, okay? 3 sets of 10. I'm sorry, y'all. I just went to a place. It was a good place. Happy place. But I'm back. You're like, girl, another motivational speech. I watched this for you to work out. That's what I'm doing, okay? I look good. Y'all look good too. Okay, so what I just did was glute bridges, 3 sets of 20. What? I don't even know. 3 sets of 10. Basically, all glute bridges are is you want to lay flat on your back, and place your like actually place your feet right, outward a bit, your knees up, and you want to essentially squeeze when you come up from the glute bridge and go back down. I did 3 sets of 10 of those. Now, if you see me on the treadmill, is because I do something called my cool down. Let's talk about this, because in my videos for the past couple weeks, I have not showed this specifically. But I've been doing this. This is how I've been dropping weight in the wrong places. Oh my goodness. I need to drop a picture, guys, but I really was gaining weight in the wrong places, and it was happening so fast. The reason being is because since I've been bulking, I've slowed down my metabolism. So yes, when you're gaining from the gym and you're bulking, right? You know, oh my goodness, my glutes are getting so big, but other things are getting big because you can't control where the fat goes. You can't you know, specifically gain weight in an area. Like, yes, you can, right? Especially with genetics, but you'll gain in other places too. That's all I'm trying to say. And I feel like my relationship with food or with bulking was getting very unhealthy, trying to just eat all those calories every single day. I'm like, y'all, this is too much, right? So this is why I say I won't bulk again. I'll never say never, but probably not no time soon. I'm just gonna focus on loving where I am now, because I literally love my body. I feel that it's perfect, and I want you guys to feel the same way about yourselves. I want you to watch these videos, not to feel like you need to have hit a certain beauty standard, because those change every day, but just to encourage you to just become the best version of yourself. Strength training is more than about growing your glutes and having a big, what do they call it? Ganache or something. There's so many words for butt. They say got and ganache or nash. I don't know. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hopefully that's not offensive. Sorry, guys. So probably I'm gonna turn this off. Hopefully that's not offensive. But not watching these videos only because you want to grow your glutes, right? But you want to be healthy. Strength training is just more about having a huge butt or having big legs. It's about being able to get up at an old age off the toilet. It's much deeper than that. This cardio that I'm doing, yes, cardio helps you lose weight, okay? Please, if you want to lose weight, you need to be doing cardio 4 times a week, 15 minutes minimum. I would suggest 20 to 30 minutes on top of a caloric deficit, right? And track your calories with the MyFitnessPal. I have details in my guide. It's more for gaining, but those details can help you. But cardio is more than just like, I want to lose weight. Cardio is about your heart, your cardiovascular system. It's about having a strong heart, right? Especially people of color. I can speak for myself. You're like, not my family. Shout out to y'all. But sometimes we come from families where our hearts are not strong. Heart disease, all these things run in our family. This working out is just deeper than, you know, me getting on here to just show y'all I look good. Yes, I look great, right? And y'all look good too. But this is more for your fitness and your health. And this is just to show you to take charge of your life in every area, okay? You get to choose how you want your life to go. You are not a victim to your circumstances. You don't have to go through the same cycles your family went through. You don't have to do what they did. This is about you. This is about your experience. This is about your life, okay? Take control. Take charge. Guys, I've yapped through this whole video, honey. 45 minutes. But I meant every single word that I said. And This is just me adding cardio to the end of the workout. I would suggest this. Remember, do it on the highest incline. I do a 15-minute walk one, jog one, and I just get my heart rate pumping. And then on top of this, this keeps the weight in the wrong places off of me for the most part. But I hope you guys have an amazing week. If you stayed to the end of the video, you're awesome. Even if you didn't, you cool too. You're still cool. You know, you tuned in. But I appreciate you guys so much. Speaking to existence that when I drop this video, I'm going to hit the 1K in subscribers. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Please keep the comments respectful, okay? Because I'll be deleting comments. And I block. So keep it respectful. I'm grateful for the support. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Buy My Gang Guide. You don't have to be trying to grow your lower body to buy the guide, honey. Just support me. It's $10, okay? Buy my game guide. And guys, have an amazing week. Get out of those negative environments. Find some nice people. And you got this. Bye.